Well, here we are in the movie squad. Take three. So here we are in the TV Squad studio.
Hooray!
And we find that we're like actually up to date with our shows this week because we're talking about the shows that are currently on at the time that we're filming and everything else like that. So that's really a good thing, so it's none, we're going to go back to old school. I think Phil's got an old school show for us and everything, but also too is let you know that Chase is actually on the decks. The decks are on right here, so this is me and Faye, and this is Phil and Sean.
Hey!
So I'm going to act like you can't see what my hands are doing. But I am in control. I am the puppeteer. I'm just letting you know. Now I lost track of which one I am.
Oh, no.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, cool. But also, too, is, Faye is shy Faye, she's like walking around like a superhero. I was just trying to tell her off camera that there's this female superhero from the early Marvels when the Marvels just became the new universe. And the woman had a face mask just like that called Twilight.
Oh, we'll face
Twilight
today then.
Yeah. So I'm joined here by Twilight. It's like being joined by Jenny or Gutter. Only Phil understands how proud I am of that one.
Oh my God.
But anyway, so as usual, we take 4 shows and everything. And right now, we just happen to be in one of those weird periods because it's not the mid-season, it's not the end of the season, but it's the change of season. So new shows for us are actually on right now.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be talking about The Boys Season 3.
At least the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, well, the first 3 dropped, and, that's awesome. But also, too, is I think you probably haven't seen it yet, but we were talking about a BBC show called The Outlaws, and Season 2 of that is out. So we're going to be talking about that. But then also, too, is even though I didn't realize this, that Faye is not a big fan of Star Wars, why not? But we're talking about Obi Kenobi, and Sean's going to hit us with that because James L. Jones is back. He's still alive.
I thought he was God.
Yeah. James Earl Jones is God film. But then Phil's going to be talking about an old show, an old British show, and that is Black Books, right, Phil?
Yeah, it is Black Books.
Ooh.
So, does anybody recognise Black Books as a title?
Yeah.
Well, I like that woman
I've seen it
on
loads
it.
of times. I have been meaning to check it out at some point, but obviously I'm a bit late to the party now.
Right. Okay.
It does sound familiar. It does sound familiar.
Okay. And Chase, have you seen it at all?
No, but I love Tamsin. What's her
Grieg,
name?
yeah.
Tamsin Grieg. I love her. She has a strange quality to her,
That's
and when she was on episodes,
Of course,
amazing.
you'll remember her name out of all the people who were starring.
Well.
Not Bill Bailey, who's that?
Is it Stephen Mangan on it too?
No, it's Dylan Moran.
Okay. So Phil, why don't you hit us first with Black Books? So we're in our usual thing of old school British telling.
Yeah, sure thing. So it's 20 odd years old now. It started out in 2000, believe it or not, and it came out as over 3 series, just 18 episodes, and it was Graham Linehan's next venture after.
So that's the guy behind IT Crowd.
Yes. So it's his venture after Father Ted.
Ooh.
The legendary Father
Yes.
Ted. And before the IT Crowd, yeah.
Did he do the superhero show as well?
Did you do the superhero show? I don't know.
With the priest Father Ted, the funny one, stupid one. He had a superhero show. Dougal. He had a superhero show.
My Hero. Yes,
I forgot about that.
That's what I first saw.
What's it called?
My Hero.
Yeah.
I don't think he was involved, Graham Linehan, in that, was it? I don't think he was. Probably why it wasn't that good, actually. It wasn't great, was it?
I remember when I first got Netflix, that was on it, and I finally got to rewatch it all. Although I stopped after he left. I don't know why he just didn't want to do anymore, so they replaced him with someone who was absolutely nothing like him whatsoever.
Yeah.
Father Dougal's a legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolute
but I
legend.
think that My Hero was kind of like John Ritter's Hero at Large movie and stuff like that, because he was just like a stupid superhero, but it was funny.
Perfect.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, Black Books.
Dylan Moran, who co-wrote this Black Book series. He's a stand-up, actually. That's what his thing is. He's a stand-up comedian, and a really good one. In this, he plays Bernard Black, who's obviously the proprietor of this Black Books shop. And
Hence black books.
It's literally a black comedy.
I thought it was kind of dark books or whatever, but hey.
So yeah, he plays the misanthrope. He plays the misanthropic Bernard Black, who's just awful. He's awful. All he wants to do is drink alcohol, smoke tabs, and read books.
Makes sense.
Perfect.
So he's in his dream job,
Live
but
the
he
dream.
hates everybody except for the girl next door who's in the bric-a-brac shop, who is Fran, played by the lovely Tamsin Greig. Who I've only
And
not
20
liked.
years ago, she was probably a lot more lovelier.
Well,
right?
the only thing I've not
still
liked her
is.
in
Oh, no.
was Friday Night Dinner. I didn't like her.
You didn't like her on Friday
It
night
didn't
dinner?
fit her. It didn't
Yeah, but
fit
Friday Night
her.
Dinner was more about the in-betweeners, wasn't
I
it?
mean, I honestly did not recognise her because she usually has short hair.
Yes.
No, but she usually has short hair, and
We are
in
not
Friday
dissing
night
Friday night
night dinner, it's down to here. and-
Well, this is Friday night dinner, Phil. I'm gonna have to agree with you. You're gonna have to walk. Leave. That's a brilliant
I've
show.
been given the red card. No, but I'm just saying, I love Tamsin Greig and everything else.
Yeah.
But
Episodes,
no,
episodes. We got to talk about that one eventually.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, that's right. And the IT crowd and Father Ted.
I'm surprised we've left it that long.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, Bill Bailey, is, as we were saying, he's the other main star, and set in Bloomsbury in Bloomsbury in London. And yeah, brilliantly funny, brilliantly written, surreal, just in the same way that Father Ted often was, you know, and co-stars ranging from Rob Brydon, Lucy Davis, Martin Freeman, Olivia Colman, Nick Frost, David Williams. I mean, it's high
Bloody hell.
quality
Simon
stuff.
Pegg.
That's like an all-star cast. 'Cause,
Absolutely,
isn't
yeah.
Lucy Davis from The Office? Or?
Yes, that's right. She's actually Jasper Carrot's daughter. Did you know that?
I knew that.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's from Solihull, bit like myself. He's a Birmingham City fan, just like myself. Anyway, let's cut that bit there. As I said, anyway, Bernard's interests are drinking, smoking, and reading. Yeah, and the only friend he's got in the world is Fran, until he accidentally recruits Bill Bailey's Manny character during a drinking binge. And the following day, which is his first day at work, he keeps trying to sack him. So it's just hilarious. It's just brilliantly done.
You say trying to sack him, like find a reason to?
Yes.
Or he keeps sacking him, he's just like, you're funny.
Manny just keeps selling loads of books and things. He sells the whole store in the end of books, and he's still trying to sack him for spurious reasons. So yeah, it won 2
Kind
BAFTAs.
of like Only Fools and Horses or something.
Only Fools and Horses. No, it's a bit more surreal than
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Right, well, okay.
It's a bit more left field than that. So yeah, it won 2 BAFTAs for Best Sitcom, a Bronze Award at the Montreux Festival in 2001. It's just a quality product through and through.
Does it always just take place in the bookshop, or does it tend to switch locations?
It does switch locations. There's one episode where Manny overdoses on coffee and episodes of The Sweeney, and then,
As you do.
and then
As you do.
and then believes that he's actually a detective, and he gets wrapped up in a case, and he keeps sitting like this on a chair, and it's quite funny. It's really quite funny.
Does he change
Yeah, see?
accents? Or?
No, he doesn't have to. He's in The Sweeney.
Oh.
He's a Cockney.
I don't have to do a cut.
Yes,
All right, see.
Sit backwards
That's
on
not
chair.
a
Did you say
Cockney
this was
shit.
Manny?
All right,
That's Manny,
see.
yeah.
Oh, right, sorry, I was
Manny,
thinking
yeah.
of the other one,
No,
sorry.
Manny plays. Manny does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so all I can say is give it a go. It's well worth it. It's hilarious. If I spend, who can dislike Bill Bailey, another stand-up, obviously, and another genius, a musical
Oh, yeah.
genius.
I mean,
amongst
Bill
other
Bailey
things.
also appears pretty much a lot with Edgar Wright stuff, you know, in the Simon Pegg and Nick Frost films. He's always he's always there somewhere. In fact, he plays twins in Hot Fuzz. Oh yeah,
I've seen him live. He's just
and he's dead funny in
amazing.
Spaced, another show we really need to watch.
I haven't seen that actually.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a watch.
Yeah, it's
Space is
referenced. Yeah, it's referenced actually. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. That's Black Books, highly recommended. It's available all 4. So it's free to
All 4.
I believe it's also on Netflix.
Still free
Yeah,
to
because
air.
that's
Is it-
where I knew it from.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, so anyway, so like, so let's just stay British, shall we? And you know, so I'll talk about the Outlaws season 2, which has just come out on BBC iPlayer. Now, like I said, I mean, like it hasn't aired yet, but we've talked about Outlaws season 1 on here and everything. But I often said that it had a terrible ending because it was like only like 7 episodes and it just ends abruptly. And I'm like, you know, I mean,
The pacing isn't very good.
Well, no, it's kind of like it was so many storylines, you know, 7 characters, you know, like 7 people that are in like a community service gig. It's like, you know, where do they go from here? And it's left open ended, and you don't know you're going to get another season. But I guess Stephen Merchant, you know, the guy who wrote it, you know, the sidekick to Ricky Gervais, realized, oh, I'm getting another season and everything. So this one just starts out hitting the ground running, you know, and everything. So as you know from the first one, you know, basically, you know, this young black guy acquires, not really like steals, but acquires this bag of money from these drug dealers, and he hides it into the factory where these guys are all, you know, strangers don't know each other, and they, you know, are doing community service, but they end up finding the money and splitting it amongst themselves and spending it, right? And everything. So, you know, drug dealers obviously come looking for the money and everything like that. And, you know, and in the end, you know, it's kind of like they seem to get away with it, you know. And so without even the guy knowing, like, that they actually took the money, that these other community workers took the money. So the drug dealers, the head guy, what is the name? Dean or something like that, you know, guy in the suit.
Yeah, the Dean.
Yeah, the Dean.
The Dean.
Right? You know, kidnaps the guy and his girlfriend, lovely girl, Rhiannon Bartlett or something like that. Rena Bartlett, she's just so beautiful, I think. You know, like a plain Jane beauty kind of thing. And she loses her virginity to the black guy. You
And
know
it's a
what I
cute
mean?
couple.
Yeah. You know,
cute.
so it's all nice.
You're going to sistership them. She's actually there like,
Yeah, sister's like, I know what you're going to do, man, right? Because
I know what you're
she moves in, cause run away from home because her mom wants her to go to Oxford. So she's like a brain, and she doesn't care. Anyway, so Dean kidnaps both of them, you know, and everything. I know you got my money, you know, right? And he's going to kill them and everything. And so she convinces him that give me 8 weeks and we'll get your money back. So that's kind of like the impetus of the plot, the A plot and everything. And so she needs to, you know, get the others involved. And, you know, they got 8 weeks to become drug dealers pretty much.
So they're back on the same.
Yeah, they're still working.
Service.
Yeah.
but the place is like developed so it looks a bit nicer than it was at the
Well,
first
because
season.
they've been cleaning it, so
yeah,
it should
obviously.
be.
I'm just establishing it. Damn.
No.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
yeah.
You know, I'm just saying everything. Even though the woman is freaky, you know, the woman who I don't know, Diane, you know, the heavyset woman, like she's like doing her steps.
Oh, the community service officer.
Yeah.
She's funny.
The one who like is based on Stephen Merchant's mom. You know, but then the sexuality of this woman, I'm like, Stephen, I thought you were writing about your mom. What's going on? Your mom is a freaky. She's like, she's in the club with, she calls over these 3 guys and she's like, look, okay, I'm telling you what I'm interested in. No teabagging, no going up the butt, no doing that. You know?
Oh my god, during he did the tester date with Steve Merchant's
no,
character.
that was later, but I'm talking about in the club when, you know, Rihanna wanted to lose the virginity.
Yeah, and she was saying,
and she
like,
calls these 3 guys over and she's like, look, we're interested in sex.
It's really as easy as that for girls, isn't it?
What?
It's really as easy for that for girls, isn't it? Just, hey, me, you, sex.
For all women.
You know
out
what
there.
was funny is quietly in the background when they leave the club, she walks away with the 3 guys. We don't see her having sex with them, but
We can
Get on
we have
her.
an imagination on our side.
yes. So like anyway, so like I said, you know, and it's all about like these characters, like what their lives are like, what they're gonna do with the money and all that kind of stuff, and the storylines are really good. I mean,
Yeah,
you've been
they're
watching
really,
it, right?
really good.
And stuff, and but what I thought was really intriguing is that they really do a full-on explanation of how to sell drugs.
Yeah, I was watching like that.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, ooh, this is like a how-to on how to sell drugs. You know, how to get your runners, how to talk to your runners, how to actually do the transfer of drugs, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, you guys are going too far here. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
You know, it was like when when they get the kilo from the guy in the car park and everything. Hey man, no, don't pass that over. Put it in a bag. Put it on the wheel of the car. You know? So it was all that kind of stuff. And you know, hijinks happens, of course, and everything like that. But I thought it was really good. Did any of you guys see it?
Not yet. Is it all available now?
Yeah, it's all of it.
All out.
Yeah. It's all available on BBC iPlayer and
Yeah.
everything. And also what was kind of sad is like the what's her name, Lady whatever her
Lady
name.
T.
Yeah, she.
I love her. She's my favorite character.
She's back. Isn't
She her dad like cuts her off
Yeah.
and everything, and you know loses her money, and it was a really good scene in the club where you know they just take her card and she's buying Moet or everybody,
The real
and he's
merchant.
like, and Steve Merchant's like, you don't even know these guys. She's like, these are my friends.
What's his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Joshua.
Yeah.
It's like Roy, and she's like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
And
So how come Christopher Walken? Just how come?
well, because Stephen Merchant just called him up. Steve,
Oh my God.
he was not doing
the
anything.
ballsiest thing to do.
Exactly, he
He
was
got
not
that from
doing
Ricky
anything,
Gervais,
and he just
didn't he?
called him up and said, "You know what? This part would be perfect for you."
He got that from Ricky Gervais, didn't he? That
Probably,
he-
but what happened was the story was that like he sent him a fax. He said, just fax me the script.
When he was talking about it, that was funny. No, but I think he's like perfect in this role.
Yeah,
It worked so well.
He was my favourite actor at one point, 20 years ago. I
Oh,
he walked on water.
I love
this
his
is true.
voice.
This is true. And like you know, he's got a nice little story about like his family, you know, and like
Yeah, he does
where
it really
like
well.
his grandson steals the money from him.
Yeah.
And everything, and like he's like, I want to buy my mom a mortgage, and he tries to explain to him that you have to, you know, clean the money, you know, maybe go to a casino and all that, and he tells him how to do it. So then the kid is like, okay, so yeah, all right, I'm gonna go to a casino. You can't go to a casino. You have to wait till like about 2 more years to get 18, and everything, you
He's
know.
like, oh damn.
Yeah,
You're right.
But then he ends up going, cleaning the money, you know, getting the checks, and he's just gonna run off to Rio and stuff like that. But he's guilted into, you know, like getting the thing for his family. And then by now the drug dealers come in, and so now it's like, now we need to get this money back.
So have you watched it all, guys?
Yeah.
Most of it, I haven't seen the end, to be honest with you, and everything like that.
It's a really wholesome end.
Yeah.
I like
better
the
than
ending.
the second. Sorry, is the second series better than the first series?
I think so.
Yeah, because it's more in depth. It's more like, you know, more characterization, you know. And I mean, Merchant wrote it, and like he knows these characters, and you know, now I'm more satisfied with season 1.
Good.
Because it
I was
had more
like you.
completist.
I was
Yeah.
So
dissatisfied.
you're saying that the ending is the better
I'm
ending?
not going to spoil it for you. But
No
No.
I'm not gonna
spoilers.
spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, promise. But it's a nice like round off for one of the characters specifically. Like I was like, oh, actually, that's probably a really good way to end it for
Yeah.
that person's story.
Is it ended for good, or are we getting another?
No idea. I don't think.
Well, you know, but the way the BBC is, you know, they usually only do like 2 series and stuff like that, you know.
The
Two-
ending
two
will
series and
probably
one
It's
special.
the
continue it.
artists themselves. It's the artists
Yeah,
themselves.
but
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, even Ricky Gervais did when he did Afterlife, he did like 3 series,
Yeah.
and it was done.
Well, to be fair, the
Yeah.
way that they ended the season 2, they probably could do a season 3. There's a lot of like cliffhangers and
Yeah.
stuff that could be talked about.
Well, Mackenzie Crook did 3 series of Detectorists. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's that repertory companies, that group of writers and actors and performers.
But it's what I'm trying to say. It's British programming. It's like they're not in it like the Americans. It's
No,
like,
you've-
let's milk this horse
Yeah.
until it's dead.
Yeah, you've pointed that out. You know,
Yeah.
but it's also that's American an American convention in terms of residuals, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
It's got to go past a certain amount. Of
Exactly. And it would never. A British show would never hit that mark.
Right.
And stuff like that. Not even 90 Crowd or any of those shows that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But so highly recommended this show, BBC iPlayer.
Fabulous.
And everything. So
give it a look.
So Sean, let's hit Star Wars, shall we? You know, make Faye upset.
And I disappear for
everyone's
like
favourite.
5 minutes. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Oh, get up and learn
You
something.
look like a Jawa right about now.
Yeah,
exactly.
You look like a Jawa.
And the sad thing is, she doesn't even get that reference.
Yeah, I do. I know what that is. I'm not.
She's not. I'm not a Philistine. I'm not a Philistine. I know what a Jawa is.
Well, maybe there is a new hope after all.
No. Anyway, so Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That was actually kind of a good joke.
Was it?
Thank you.
It was actually.
Anyway, yes. So we have Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice one.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Yes.
I remember the trailer alone sent people spiraling into excitogasms, if you can call them. I mean, just bringing back the song, the John Williams track. Was it Jewel of the Fates?
Yeah, Jewel of the Fates.
I mean, the reactions when that kicks in, everyone's all like, because it was such a great song. I mean, all of John Williams' music is great, and the theme song for this, I wasn't too convinced at first because it's not as memorable as any of his other music. But then he is getting on in years. He's like 80 odd. He's not going to be able to come up with something new for the. I've lost my trail of thought.
Well, talking about theme tunes, he didn't sing the theme tune, but just a quick shout out to the recently departed Dennis Waterman.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Minder.
Minder.
Yeah, it's a show called The Minder where Dennis Waterman he wrote and produced.
And Carter out of the Sweeney.
Oh.
Wrote the theme tune.
He became Big Joe Bad. I wrote the theme tune.
Oh, is that the little Britain joke?
Yeah.
That's what it's based on, yeah.
That's funny.
It was all about Dennis Waterman.
That's what
Anyway,
confused.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, anyway.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi is like minding young Luke Skywalker.
Well, no, he's keeping an eye out on him. His
what I
aunt
said.
and uncle are taking care of him. His uncle obviously doesn't like Obi-Wan being anywhere near him because what happened with the Jedi and stuff, and with people hunting the Jedi, he's only going to bring danger to them. So he doesn't like him being anywhere near him, even though he delivered Luke to them.
Yeah.
And obviously this is 10 years after. And again, it does help kind of bridge the gap between the prequels and the original films.
And so Darth Vader is not dead, played by Hayden Christensen.
Yes, okay. So we're 3 episodes in so far. We had the first 2 playing at the same time, thankfully, and because it was on a Friday, we really had to wait till Wednesday to see the next one. And so yeah, we've. Not only have we got Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, we've got Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin and the.
Now I don't
Darth Vader in the
understand.
suit.
I don't understand this because, like you said, we've only seen 3 episodes. But how are you going to bring? Because they showed him, getting his suit put on.
Yeah.
Like he jacked into the suit physically, and it's like, when are we going to see him as Hayden Christensen? To the fact that we got Hayden Christensen back, and they're using the voice of
the original voice.
No, they're using the original voice of James Earl Jones.
Oh, okay.
But Hayden Christensen is in the suit. He's in the Darth Vader suit.
Oh.
But he's not going to take the suit off because he looks ugly, right? So I don't understand how he's actually in this movie, but we've only seen the first 3 episodes.
What's so funny? Ugly. What's ugly?
Isn't that right, Sean?
Well, we did. If you remember from the 3rd episode, he actually hallucinates Anakin from a distance.
There we go.
So I think we're gonna have
way from a distance. I thought it was Qui-Gon Jinn, but yeah.
No, but I think we're gonna see more of that, like more hallucinations. Possibly, I think somebody mentioned something about flashbacks. I'm not too sure. Yeah. I mean, it's been 10 years. They're kind of getting along in age, so I don't know if they're going to be doing any digital de-aging or something. But yeah, there's that, and it seems likely he might, because the first lightsaber fight. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time. I mean, they're going to have a lightsaber fight, and he's really put off the fighting and stuff, so he's really not holding his own very well against Vader.
Yeah. So anyway, see, so Sean's losing it, right? So
Sorry, what was that?
Sean's losing it because
Why am I losing?
Well, because you're jumping around and like what lightsaber fight? You gotta say Darth
Episode
Vader.
3, what?
You gotta say Darth Vader shows up and he starts killing people left and right, seriously left and right, like the hallway fight in a Netflix show. You know how you always have a hallway fight, right? It's all cramped and everything. So Darth Vader walks through an alley and just start going snapping necks of kids and adults alike.
Damn.
I mean, we're talking pure blood murder on this show. Just
I
to
was
get,
getting to that.
just
If
to
you let
get
me get
his
to me points.
Well, because you just passed it by going to the
Yeah,
lightsaber
but if I
fight.
can explain, I'm saying like the first fight didn't work out, so I'm hoping in the next fight he gets in touch with the Force more. This is like possible theories for the future, and possibly slashes his face, causing the mask to obviously disappear and see part of it behind. They did something like that for Rebels when he was fighting his previous apprentice Ahsoka, who's also just come into the live action series now.
Yeah.
And it's
So
getting
what
her own
episode are
series.
we at in this series now?
We're 3 episodes in.
How many episodes do you normally get with this?
About
6, I think.
six, yeah.
So halfway through.
But pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and also too, it's so like 2 key characters. So everybody was kind of disappointed because like what happened was is that we're introduced to young Luke that he's supposed to be watching over, but what happens is that young Layla actually gets kidnapped on her planet, and everything, and they bring back Jimmy Smits as what's his name?
Oh, Organa.
The Bail Organa. So these mercenaries kidnap her, and we get a young Layla who is a badass and everything like that, but still gets kidnapped and everything, and she's bait. And because we got, what did these guys call it? The Inquisitors?
The Inquisitors, yeah, basically Force users who, they're not Sith Lords, they're just basically the Sith version of Jedi.
There's a black girl, right, who was a black kid, and she is now angry at Obi-Wan and everything, and she's looking for revenge, and she's one of these Inquisitors, and she is a serious badass. Have you seen her unleashed in the trailer and something like that? And stuff like that. But then you got all this hate on the internet because she's black.
Why?
Because she's black.
She's a badass actress.
Yes, she is.
Leave her alone.
Her name's Moses, even.
Damn, that's cool.
Moses, I know, right? Moses.
That's the actress's name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was in the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. She was the one who kept referring to her as Cracker.
All right.
Not a real name, just hey Cracker.
Yeah, like hey.
But then this is
hey, you cracker.
This is like the 60s or
Cracker's
50s.
an American term for
White people.
Yeah.
Is it redneck?
Yeah.
Redneck.
Yeah.
Is
Pretty
that
much.
what it means?
Well, I think it's for
okay.
for any white person nowadays.
It's redneck. But what do you think about her, Reva?
Oh, she's fucking psychotic.
She's
I mean,
badass.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I remember someone in the comments theorized that she was just
Eva.
Yeah, huh?
she was just like, she's a double agent. She was probably pretending, but no. She's
She's going to be
ruthless.
redeemed. She's obviously going to be redeemed by the end. I think.
I don't want to see her redeemed though.
I don't either. You're right. I don't.
She's too psychotic.
She looks
You don't
badass. She looks
Oh, she
absolutely
is. She's proper badass. I'm not saying she's bad as a character. She's an awesome villain because of just how psychotic. I'm just thinking they're going to ruin that if they try and make her redeemable and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a similar Inquisitor character in the Jedi Fallen Order video game, and I mean, you saw this character literally slaughter innocent people, and by the end, you're like, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You're all forgiven."
But you've watched the prequels, so you watched Attack of the Clones and stuff like that, so you know about the Inquisitors. So what about that head Inquisitor
The
guy?
Inquisitors only showed up in Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, Star Wars Rebels. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
in fact,
supposedly
the Grand Inquisitor shows up in Star WarsRebels. So how he's supposed to be dead, I have
that's
no
what
idea.
I was just going to ask you. What
Yeah.
do you think about the fact that he's dead?
I don't know. I mean, it could be like
Oh, okay.
it doesn't work, or maybe he wasn't the
Well,
real
this is
one.
why people are complaining about this show. They complain about the black girl, complaining about how when you do these prequels and you do these side stories and, you create stuff that wasn't in the past, you're confusing your audience because it's like, wait a minute, he can't be dead and stuff. It's like when Ahsoka showed up on that planet with Grogu Grogu, the little one,
Grogu,
and stuff, yeah, and stuff like that. But either way, you got a depressed Obi-Wan, and who's kind of like lost. I wouldn't say lost faith, but like lost hope, and he finds out that Anakin is alive.
Oh god, that moment alone is just fantastic. Worth seeing it alone.
Yeah.
Because I did always wonder how he found out about Anakin being alive and in that suit and stuff.
Well,
and
she tells him, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it might have been in the comics or something. I mean, they probably did in the non-canon ones, but this version, they finally have it, and the look on his face is just worth watching that episode alone, just because of the whole 10 years he believes he killed his protege.
Yeah. Well, the last thing I'll say about it is that, you also got the other complaint where, like, he's now at the age where supposedly he's about, 9 years before New Hope?
Yeah, about 9 or 10 years, yeah.
So how is Ewan McGregor going to turn into Alec Guinness?
Into Alec Guinness in 10 years.
yeah, that's what everybody's complaining about. Because also too is in that final battle with Vader, Vader again doing all this stuff sets Obi-Wan on fire.
Damn.
Sort of, he drags him through and he burns his
Come on, sort of, but yeah, he
burns his arm down.
But so people are trying to say, so in New Hope, Obi-Wan, he had the big robes on, so even though he's doing the whole hand thing, they're saying that, well, you don't know that his arm's not burnt.
Just imagine him going.
Well, no, it seems very likely it is, because he covers it up the whole time, and I New Hope, you don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So they know they can get away
of
with
the
it.
show, though, is they now we're supposed to think that Alec Guinness is walking around with half of his body burned.
It is interesting though that he wants to get revenge for him for leaving him to burn. So he literally, like when I saw him set fire to all, I don't even know what it was, some kind of flammable powder or gas or something, and he just slowly sets fire with his lightsaber, and he's like trying to drag him in.
But didn't you think, like, we saw the classic lightsaber fight with them in the end there, that end of that third episode, is it that now when we go to New Hope, and, they're fighting and stuff, Obi-Wan just kind of gave up in New Hope. It's like, okay, Lucas, it's up to you. All right, kill me, Darth Vader.
I feel like there's like theories and stuff, and there's a whole. I feel like there's a whole lot more to it than that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, and have you seen the recreation of that scene?
No.
Oh my god, it is fucking
French and Saunders.
It is. No. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up. I mean, they literally. They got these actors. They printed Alec Guinness's face onto this. Obviously, the one doing the Obi-Wan movement, and instead of the whole sort of with a sort of moving with like stiff shoulders in the fight, it proper goes absolutely. They go absolutely just slashing at the walls, making the lights all flicker because they're slashing at them. They go absolutely batshit crazy, and it's the way, like, if it's the final battle, this is the way it should be. They even put in some of the John Williams music from episode 3, which is honestly some of his best work ever. I freaking love that episode 3 soundtrack. But Christ, give it a watch. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, episode 4 should be out any day now and stuff like that. But tomorrow. The whole thing about it is, are you looking forward to Liam Neeson showing up?
Yeah. I mean, they've teased it enough. Like, I mean, I hope.
Well, we get his voice, don't we?
At least his voice. Yeah.
And he's going to be a Force Ghost or something like that.
I mean, he was one of the earliest Force Ghosters, I believe. That's what...
Yeah. But I mean, like, it seems like, not Anakin. Obi-Wan is like, Master, please. He's so weak now. I mean, he sounds so depressed and weak.
Well, of course he is. He's completely defeated by the start of the series. And it takes a lot of strength just to use the Force again.
Mm-hmm. Last question. What do you think about Deborah Chow, the director? Because she directed all these episodes, and some people are complaining, but some people are like,
she'd made beforehand.
No, she did like some of the earlier Star Wars stuff that Jon Favreau was doing.
Oh, yeah, like the Mandalorian
and
stuff. Yeah. Well, she's done fantastic so far. The sets.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
His name's Grogu, but yeah, I get
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way it's shot around, and like I say, just the reactions of characters alone is so well directed. and fantastic. And the fact that Hugh McGregor was genuinely practically shit himself when he saw Darth Vader for the first time.
You know what's funny is like I like how like so many celebrities want to be stormtroopers. So like when the stormtroopers got on the back of the truck with them and everything,
and he tries to say, "Oh yeah, stormtroopers are great fighters."
Yeah, but you know, you're listening now for you're listening now for the voices to see who's guest starring. But turns out that the pig guy that was driving the truck was played by Zach Braff.
Apparently, it was Zach Braff.
Yeah. And then
How did he make his voice sound like Seth Rogen?
And then he goes, "Hey, I think you ought to, check out the in the truck." You know what I mean? But yeah, great prosthetics on this show.
Well, question then: Is it watchable?
For people who aren't fans.
Well, it does recap.
For me,
It does recap the first 3 episodes, so you should pretty much get the gist of it.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, it's watchable because, like, I think we're talking about the fan service bit of it. I think it's watchable because you're looking at a little girl, you know, like being like a survivor, being kidnapped, and trying to escape. A guy trying to save her who's feeling like, overwhelmed and everything, and he's like the last of his kind, and you got these inquisitors chasing him and everything. So it's like a hunt. Not a hunt for Red October, but like, I think the story is enough that you don't need to be a big fan of the mythos and the Bible of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Would you agree to that?
I'd say so, yeah.
Cool.
And like I say, if the stuff you don't understand, they do recap it at before the first episode begins.
No, but I mean that whole time thing, like I got confused on. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's just something for the diehard fans. Like, okay, we're 10 years here, we're 5 years here and all that kind of stuff. That stuff really doesn't matter to you. It's like the story still is enough intrigue that I think you would buy into it.
Good, yeah. And well written enough and well produced.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so.
And even Faye would like it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You sure about that?
Just watch it.
I hope so.
About that? No. Star Wars refuse.
Oh my god.
Anyway, now we come to the bit that Faye's here for, and the only
well,
bit
all
that
of us
she's
really
here
except
for.
you.
We're all here for it. Anyway, Boys season 3.
Oh my goody gosh!
I don't think it's goody god, but it's shit.
They definitely haven't lost any of their gruesomely explicit charm.
Within the first 10 minutes of episode 1, I had to bleach my eyes. I felt sick. I wanted to actually cry and vomit. It was horrible. What did you feel about the chase?
Journey to the center of the penis.
Yes. Good one. Journey to the center of the earth. So anyway, there's a guy called Termite. And he can grow and he can shrink.
I'm just gonna disappear for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and he, he's interested in boys. Anyway,
he's got a boyfriend, and they're very much in love.
No, he doesn't have a boyfriend.
That's his boyfriend.
That wasn't his boyfriend. That was just somebody that want to have sex with him.
No, that's his boyfriend.
Okay.
That's his boyfriend in the show.
Anyway, well, he's like, yeah, I'm ready for you. Now, he takes his pants down and you thinking, oh, well, he's a little guy, right? So he might just go up his bum, right? You thinking, hey, that's the obvious place he could go. And we're looking at the guy's bum and all that kind of stuff, right? But no, he goes up the urethra.
Yeah,
and it's graphic because you see him walking through it.
No, he
jumps through it.
He climbs through it, girl. He can't fully get in.
I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking, "What the fuck is that?"
Urethras are fucking small.
That's a weird fucking anus. Oh, that is not. Okay.
That's not an anus.
Okay.
Wow.
And they were having a great time. A brilliant time.
So no. So he's walking through this cave, which is his urethra.
Oh my God.
And
they built a whole prosthetic for this.
Because he's probably erect. So it's a long, it's a walkthrough and everything. And then, he does.
Winding tunnel.
Now, the thing about it is, I thought he saw something. Didn't you think he saw something?
He's going to the prostate.
No. The boyfriend said, go in my prostate. But he saw something. I thought he saw some STD or something.
Or a tumor or something. That's why I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. And then
he sneezes.
Yes, he sneezes and blows up. He blows the guy's bottom half.
He kills his boyfriend. He kills his boyfriend.
By blowing his penis up.
Yeah, his
Well,
whole
like,
body.
inside.
Because he
inside,
spends. It's
he's
not just the
inside.
penis, bro. It's
He's
everything.
not there. He's
It's not like
inside.
Ant-Man where it's all sort of like science and stuff.
And it
He
was
ju-
in
he
the
just-
Ant-Man comic.
I'm gonna say that is definitely a shout out for the whole theory of Ant-Man going up Thanos' asshole.
Well, no, but
That's a shout
but,
out to
but
that.
no, but Ant-Man
What?
also does it in
What?
Don't
no,
worry,
but this
don't
is
worry.
what people were talking about the Infinity War. But no, Ant-Man actually in the comics, he actually did it in the comics and stuff. He
That's
went up
pretty
some of
evil.
these things. Anyway, so like the thing about it is that so Frenchie and the girl, right? You know, they come in and they're like, oh my god, and stuff. And so now the termite is running around. And then it's like, what are you doing? He tried to run up Frenchie's leg.
He's in my
Stop
pants.
him! You know, she's like, I had to take his pants down, and then he tried to jump in his mouth, and it's like, it's
Then
one of those things. You're like, no, please, God, no.
And then Butcher catches him in a bag of coke and shakes it and chucks it. I was there like, oh my god.
But then Butcher usually would have killed him, but then he doesn't because he's supposed to turn over a new leaf.
Because of Huey, his little bro.
Yeah, but then again,
He pretends he doesn't miss.
But then again, is so Huey's working for the Bureau of Superhero Affairs, who the head of it is the head popper. So she is like going around popping people's heads and everything. So she lets Termite go. So they're like, "What the hell you do that for?" You know, and everything like that. So that's
I can't
gonna come
remember the reason she gives.
She's in rehab. He's in rehab.
Yeah.
Right.
And everything like that. So I mean, you know, that storyline and everything. But like Huey is enjoying his, you know, job working for her, their friends and all that other kind of stuff. He's got his
Him and
relationship with
Starlight live
Starlight.
together now.
Yeah.
It's
And
all
they're
cute.
I'm
still
so happy
playing
for
Billy
them.
Joel, you know what I mean?
What?
So they're playing Billy Joel songs.
Yeah.
That was what they did
Oh,
last-
it was cute.
Yeah, it was. And I love Billy Joel. But then like the thing about it is that some guy keeps coming looking for her, calling her another name. And reveals that she has a past in a place called Red River. And everything like that, you know, and everything. So like Huey at this point is like, you know, defending her, but then he follows her. Their storyline goes where he follows the guy, he following her, and he watches her pop this guy's head. Now the thing about it is she has to look at you to do it.
In the eye. She has to look
Yeah,
at the
she has to look at you, but he knows, so he's blocking her vision. But she pops half his head off.
And his hand first. Like,
Well,
what?
yeah. Now the thing about it is, listen, I love Roger Ebert. I don't know how many of you out there love Roger Ebert, the famous film critic from after movies and everything. But he had thyroid cancer or throat cancer, and they had to cut off half of his face.
Oh my god.
And he lived for like a couple of months, a year, whatever, and stuff after that. But it was horrible to look at the man that you used to enjoy listening to. But so when I'm seeing this guy on the floor with half a face, it was just reminding me of that. And I'm
He's
just
still
like,
alive.
because he was
He's
still alive.
alive.
Yeah, it was horrible. But yeah, so anyway, so now Huey's carrying a secret, which leads him back to the boys.
It's ironic, really, because like literally, he's like, I'm just glad to. I think it was either in a flashback or early on. He was like, I'm just glad to be in a job where I'm not covered in blood and guts, and it literally rains blood and guts on him.
Yeah, obviously. And at this point,
When
in
she was
time-
on her phone, I was like, oh shit, she's calling him.
yeah, and at this,
But
time,
it didn't.
At this time, Butcher had the XK whatever compound.
The compound V.
Yeah, go
new
ahead.
variant.
This is your story, not mine.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
before we jump onto that, I want to talk about something very important. The female character development. When she walked into the
And
during
what she sings.
during the party, there's a girl playing piano, and the female
yeah.
walks in, and she's like, "Oh," and she starts singing. I started crying. I was like, "Oh my god, she's talking. This is actually happening." But no, she just it's
It's
a
in
it's
her
a
imagination.
inner
Figured
mind.
it'd be something like that.
And then
yeah.
she comes in and she just walks, and the woman's like, "You okay?" And she's like, "My name's," and then she just walks
But
away.
it is through that detail we know, like, she obviously has a love for music and singing.
But I think like all the
Oh,
characters.
same thing when she
Yeah.
goes to the amusement park. as
Yeah,
well.
Oh, yeah.
like all the characters like this season are so well developed. Like I'm
Yeah.
interested in all of them. Like even A Train.
Oh,
my
exactly.
god,
Yeah.
A Train.
What I love about A Train is how Homelander keeps insulting him. I can see your fucking girdle, you fucking freak.
You know,
Get the
but,
hell
like,
out of here.
it's so like Homelander is like going to snap.
There's nothing more to develop with Homelander. He's just
going
dead
to snap.
inside and
He's
psychotic.
going to snap. And I think when I was trying to figure out where we are in the comics, it's the one where they go to Russia. So they're going to meet little Nina, and we do.
Well,
and I'm so excited. Little Nina.
Yeah, we've already met little Nina.
I cannot wait to see what they do.
What was great was is that we also got Aya Cash returns. Who played Stormfront last season?
Yes,
she returns for a thankless role because she's all like, her
horribly
face
burned.
is all horribly burned. But then she gives, gives Homeland a happy ending.
But it doesn't work. It doesn't work because she messed up.
Well, yeah, but only because the only mess up was like, I want you to help me, they start the Fourth Reich and everything like that. But I mean,
so I love what your hand was doing there because she was literally.
Yeah, but that's what she was doing. Yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I mean, like, it was not really a thankless role because this is just a powerful series.
It was important.
She came in just for maybe 2 days of work.
Her role specifically, that was the last thing that was keeping Homelander together, specifically her being alive. Yeah. And the fact that she killed herself, that was it. Homelander doesn't give a fuck.
By biting off her tongue, apparently. I mean, the tongue's like one big muscle. That's got to be really hard to do and really freaking painful.
She's super strong.
But
then so is a tongue.
Well, I don't know. It's an internal organ.
She's probably strong enough to rip her arm off.
Yeah, it's an internal organ.
I don't really understand how the boy managed to burn her all up, and yet she literally for sexual role play, she was like, "Go on, laser me."
Oh, that's true.
Because
but then
he's
again,
really strong.
He's just really strong.
He can't control it. So basically, in the universe, if you're born a superhero, for people who don't know, sometimes you don't know when you get your powers. Yeah. So you could get them when you're 3, when you're 0, or when you're just born. And a lot of people die because of that, because parents don't know. So you'll be holding a child, and they could have laser vision and just and kill you. So there's a
which is why they had that Red River place where we said we want to adopt a kid, and the woman goes, "Oh, what? The mother has superpowers? Great, more reason for her to live." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all right. So what else is going on in this show?
I wanted to say just like the last bit with Stormfront. I'm kind of annoyed how when he's like, it's my birthday, but we're almost supposed to feel sorry for her or something. That's the way they.
Or him? No, they want you to feel sorry for him though.
No, I don't.
No, I know you don't, but they want you to because it's kind of like he's just a big baby.
It's developing the character. It's basically saying like he's like, even though he's this big monster Superman character, at the same time he's just this pathetic piece of shit that's a little baby boy.
No, but I was talking about her specifically, the way they shoot her with a tear and she can't, she's lost all hope or something. Boo fucking who, you're a Nazi.
Yeah. Wait. A Nazi played by the lovely Charlize Theron.
Who is
in the
Jewish?
movie Dawn of the Seven.
So what is this? Is this an anime or animation?
No, so it's
live action, bro.
Okay.
But it's full of blood and guts,
it's
man.
Based off
It's on Amazon.
It's definitely more realistic because you can't guarantee the person who gets superpowers is going to be a good person.
Basically, it's a big satire on culture, specifically
the Justice League. Yeah.
No, specifically just world culture, but mixing in the whole thing of if superheroes today in this universe got powers and they were assholes, and you've got companies like what's it called? VTech? Vought, not VTech. That's for children. Oops. And Revolt basically makes products and stuff. So they've made a movie franchise, which is a parody of the Marvel franchise.
And the heroes play themselves in the movie. What about the Deeper's Hallmark movie Deeper? I mean, the Deep's Hallmark movie Deeper, where you know that was like a parody of Nixium.
Really?
You know Nixium, right?
No.
So the cult that what's her name? The girl from Smallville was a part of. Did you hear about that cult? The TV cult where they were causing women to brand themselves and take people's money and all that kind of stuff. It was called Nixium, and it was like
oh my god, I remember the parody in the book.
Yeah, they did, but it was like, what's the guy's name? Famous guy who was the bald guy who was Billy. But anyway, so. But Chase Crawford, who played the Aquaman guy, he's just freaking fantastic and everything. And he goes, run. And then they show him running down the tree.
It's really bad.
He's a fish guy. You know what I mean? It's stupid, but it
does feel like typical Hollywood giving up on good stories, kind of.
No. Anyway,
but yeah, obviously, it's like, I think I said this the first time we talked about The Boys. Like, it is all about the publicity and stuff. Like, they don't give a shit whether you choose to save people or not. You just look good on a camera and make us money.
the good thing about the series is I've read all the comics, so I know what happens in the comic series. It's completely different. This season is completely different.
But what we talked about the last time we talked about the boys, we talked about Herogasm coming, and Herogasm is still coming.
And I want to know what they do because of episode 1.
I want to know what they do.
I want to know how far they're going to push it because I'm excited for that one.
Because I watched the stuff on YouTube, and the producer, director, whatever his name is, Eric Kripke, said, "Hey, look, we want to push the envelope, but we don't want to make porn." And when he actually had to say that,
oh really?
You're like, he actually said that, and you're like, wait a minute. You're going there. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we don't want to make porn. We just want to film a guy crawling into another guy's penis.
That's not porn, and it's not. So anyway, so we go into the past because Mallory had to tell.
Yeah, we need to talk about
Soldier Boy. So I want to talk about Black Noir and everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Soldier Boy. So this was very similar to the comics, the way that the events went, but. It was, what was it? I can't remember her name. I think
Mallory?
Mallory, when she was younger, helped bring in drugs. And that was based off of what was going on in America, wasn't it?
Yeah. The way the CIA brought drugs into the
But it was specifically aimed for the black community.
Yeah. So what they were trying to do was they were trying to build superheroes in the military. So what they're still doing today, what she was trying to tell us they were doing back then. And everything. So Soldier Boy was kind of like a Captain America type.
Yeah.
But you know who? Now tell me if you agree with this. You know who Payback? Who Gunpowder is? Mm-hmm. Who is Gunpowder?
Wait, do you mean the actor?
No. Well, the actor is actually played by Sean Patrick Flannery, who was young Indiana Jones.
Ah.
But no. Remember when we talked about the group Payback?
Yeah.
And Tech Knight.
Yeah.
Gunpowder is Tech Knight.
Oh my God. My favorite character.
Doesn't that make sense? Yeah.
No, wait, no, Tech Knight, no.
No, because Tech Knight was the Batman type, right?
Yeah.
Remember, he was the guy with all the guns and everything. And when I was like, who the hell is this? And where is Tech Knight? And who the hell is Gunpowder? And then I'm thinking, they just replaced Gunpowder with Tech Knight. Replaced Tech Knight with Gunpowder.
I don't think so. I think it's somebody else. No, because they can't. That storyline. That storyline has to be in the show. That storyline.
I know, but they showed us the team. They showed us Payback as a team.
They need it though for a different.
All right. We'll see, people.
I'm saying it now.
Yeah. We'll see. I think Gunpowder is Tech Knight.
No.
I am hoping Soldier Boy isn't just a flashback. Like he's
no. He has to fight Homelander. He has to fight Homelander.
He's coming back.
Homelander or Butch. I would like to see that.
Now you saw. Wait a minute. You saw that scene when what's her name? Crimson Comet, whatever her name is. Yeah.
I thought that was Uma Thurman when I first saw her.
Yeah, but you saw that scene when she comes out and she says, "Oh, the Russians, they got Soldier Boy and they used the weapon." She's lying.
Boy. Yeah,
she's lying. Yeah, so we never actually see Soldier Boy get kidnapped. We never actually see him get. So the MacGuffin of the gun that could take out Homelander, I think it's just all a ruse. It's all a MacGuffin.
Yeah. Also, the
you know what I mean? Do you agree with that? Because we never saw him get.
Well, I think
he's gonna be like Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
You know, they did take him away, but they didn't kill him.
He's frozen somewhere. Yeah. I think what's gonna happen is
Winter Soldier. I said it first.
Conversely, I think what's gonna happen with the weapon that's gonna kill Homelander.
There's no weapon.
No, depending on how it goes. Depending on how it goes, it's either they're gonna find it in Russia because that's where they're going.
I know that's where they're going, but I'm trying to tell you there is no weapon. That's where Soldier Boy is.
Yes.
Soldier Boy is who they will find.
Yeah.
And then Soldier Boy will fight Homelander. So let's get to my favorite part in there.
Go on.
Black Noir.
Yes. Oh, my beautiful boy. I want to give him a hug. I want to hug him. Yeah.
So we in the comics, tell him about the comics.
In the comics, he is basically a clone of Homelander. His sole purpose...
What freaks you out when he takes off his mask and everything.
His sole purpose in life is to, if ever Homelander goes batshit and decides, fuck it, I'm going to take over the world, it's Black Noir's job to kill him and make sure it doesn't happen.
We're coming close to that as well.
Yeah.
Not yet. We're
I know.
Far away.
I'm referring to him saying like, "Go ahead, release the video. I'll have nothing to lose, and so I'll go and kill him."
Oh yeah. He doesn't care. He's already done that. But in the comic specifically, well, I forgot where I was going with this.
No, you were saying that's what Black Noir was there to take out Homelander.
So in that comic, that's his purpose, his clone. But in the series, it's completely different.
Yeah. So basically, he's a black guy who, like, because it's the 60s and stuff like that, they like, well, we can't show you as a black guy, right? You know, because he got powers and everything like that. So we had to hide you, kind of like Hooded Justice in The Watchmen, right? So you had to wear this full-on costume where people don't know you're black. Right, and he was like, "No, man, people should see who I am. What the fuck?"
He's clearly upset about it. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, exactly. But then, so when they get the enemy comes into their camp and starts killing everybody and stuff like that, he gets like blown up.
There's a scene where what's her name again? I keep forgetting.
Mallory
finds him and he's just sitting on the floor and his face is deformed and he's got a big scar on the back of his head which now doesn't let him talk, so he can't talk anymore.
Which is
that's
why
a theory, by the way. That's not guaranteed. That's a theory. But he just slowly grabs the mask and I was full on crying. I was like, what the? No, don't make me care about this person. I thought he was going to be the bad guy, but turns out he might be a good guy, and I'm excited to see what they do with him.
It's hard to know from someone who obviously can't talk because he sends very mixed signals throughout the series.
No, exactly. And
even the animation, he helps obviously cover up Homelander's big mistake.
Yeah. But this is what's intriguing about good writing that this show is full of.
Yes.
Just like good writing, characterization and stuff. And, you know, and in that fashion. So we get that pass and Mallory is telling that story to the boys and everything else like that. And
I'd love some kind of spin-off of that, past Mallory. Like, she was a really cool character. Like,
and past Edgar.
Just telling them off. Like,
oh my god, yeah, Stan Edgar was in the.
He was
flashback.
there too. He was a young Stan Edgar
was,
there. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, we're talking about Stan Edgar in a series.
Well, yeah, because we got to. You know, do you think Stan Edgar has powers?
No. So basically, with him specifically, he has.
This is played by Giancarlo Esposito.
Beautiful
by the way,
actress.
So you should know.
Beautiful actor, sorry, but in the series or even in the comics, he's a man he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't take shit from no one, and everyone's like kind of scared of him, including Homelander. So he could say anything to Homelander, and Homelander won't kill him because he can't. Because
which
he's too
character is
scared
this?
to.
Sorry,
Stan Edgar, Giancarlo Esposito.
The guy in charge of Vault.
The one who's in Mandalorian as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't actually know the actor's name. I realised.
And like he's also raised.
He's adopted. He's adopted.
The Red River Woman, and stuff like that.
It feels like he's kind of like that, but then I feel like he's trying to come across more as less scary, even though he probably is in real life.
No, but he's so sinister.
Master of the universe.
He doesn't care.
That his vocal control. He's so sinister that. You know, you just like.
It's like the way, like, you know, we can see the Homelander's clearly going to snap.
Yeah.
And Edgar's like, what was about the stats? He was like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like the opinion. It can go to Starlight.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, this man could kill you, man.
Exactly, yeah. I'm surprised by that.
You know what? Let's just like, you know, I mean, at some point, you know, Giancarlo Esposito, the actor, you know who we're talking about. Yes, you do, man. Do the right thing.
Just from
Breaking Bad. You know, Giancarlo.
He played him.
Yeah, he was the Chicken Man.
The guy who gets his face blown off.
Okay, no, the guy. No, not the guy who gets
his face blown off.
He's always playing villains. I feel like in real life he's a really nice guy.
His villains are so great because they never really give black people the chance to play villains. Because it's like, oh, we don't want people to think you'd be angry at you because it's a TV cute thing. But the point is, he plays them so great. Like you were just talking about the Mandalorian, where he had the black saber. You know, I mean, he's just with his look and everything. He could just do so much with a look.
Oh gosh, yeah. One
you
look always says I don't.
And he wasn't always like that
Okay.
because when he was bugging out and do the right thing, you're kind of like, yeah, this guy's a little bit of an overactor. But then over the years, he just became stellar.
Badass.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he just became a stellar actor. I'm just saying.
I think for that
and
role,
you don't know, you know him.
Like,
you said Breaking Bad. Yeah.
For that role, he's perfect. Like I couldn't imagine another actor.
No.
Like he's perfect for it. So I'm really happy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a great day to watch The Boys when Homelander finally, because this is a guy.
Finally snaps. Or?
No,
when he snaps.
When someone finally gives him a true real punch, because this is a guy who's probably never received a single boo boo in his life.
Don't you think Butcher's going to do? Do you think?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes,
Wait.
I want Butcher to give him his first proper punch. And it is going to sting because he's never been hit.
Wait. Would it be Butcher with the compound V or would it be Soldier Boy?
I hope it's Butcher.
Make your vote.
I really hope it's Butcher.
Or Huey. It might be Huey.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Why? You think Huey's going to take the V?
No, in the comics he killed someone. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but do you think Huey's going to take the V then?
I think Huey will. I think they all will.
Yeah,
I think they all will.
I mean,
I think they do with Herogasm. I think they all do with Herogasm, actually. And then, oh, wait. So why? Because the way it ended, right, is that Homelight.
Oh no, I hate that. Actually, I'm scared. I'm scared for this woman's life. I'm so scared.
Sorry, what?
Starlight and
Starlight. Starlight has given in. Right, she's given in to the fact that like we're gonna put you guys as a pair because your rating is like 98, and everything else like that as a couple.
Yeah.
And so when at first you think this is his machination, so he's like, me and Homelight are gonna be. I mean, me and Starlight are gonna be a couple. Homelight. And then instead of like, you know, because like Supersonic is like her ex.
Who's a lot
and
better.
everything.
I love him.
He's what?
He's a lot better in the comics.
Yeah, but then like she's like, yeah, and she plants a big ass kiss on him on live television.
I'm scared. I'm actually scared.
Wait till you see when he.
I was going to say, I'm waiting to see his reaction.
Yeah.
Right, and it's right as he's going to Russia as well, so obviously we're going to have them separated for quite a while.
Little Nina, no one understands how much I love Little Nina.
Do you think Little Nina pulled out Frenchie's little wiener?
I think in the series she's like a BDMS person.
I know, but I'm talking about in that scene.
Maybe.
I think she unzipped him in that scene.
Sorry, who's Little Nina?
Little Nina was the Russian girl that kidnapped Frenchie.
The psycho, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get love sausage though in Russia?
Well, wait a minute, love sausage. That's what I thought the termite was.
You literally explained Herogasm to me. I still don't understand it.
At the beginning of that scene, termite was the giant. And they were all looking at it like love sausage.
We've already had a cameo of Love Sausage in the Asylum.
Listen, man, Love Sausage. Yes, it is what you think it is.
Best character, honestly. Like, he's got the weirdest fucking power, but
he's
as a character,
Russian, though, isn't he? Yeah.
He's badass. Like, he literally, I cannot wait. I hope he is. Or
big, heavy set, fat Russian, yeah.
Oh, was he the guy with the gigantic...
Did it take you that long? It's
Come on,
I haven't seen the series since it was on, so leave me alone.
Take you that long.
Anyway.
Maybe I tried to repress it. You think about that?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, so that's just 3 episodes. Oh, wait. The
Skinhead girl. Remember the Skinhead girl in that asylum? We last saw her hitchhiking, so we don't know what happened to her.
Oh no, yeah, we don't know what happened to her. But what I was going to say was,
Think.
Damn it!
Think.
I know.
Remember.
Oh,
Think.
the dinner scene. We can't leave without the dinner scene.
Oh, the octopus.
Where Homelander forces the Deep to eat Timothy.
Not Timothy, the only person I care about in that table. Not Timothy. Octopus Timothy.
Listen. These are animatronics, right? And like the way they did
CGI.
the eyes on the octopus.
It was CGI.
All right, CGI. The way they did the eyes on the octopus, and he was vocalizing what the octopus was thinking. No, he's telling me not to do it. He's got kids. And the octopus is like, I got kids, man. I got kids. And then he picks up the octopus. Oh no, I can't do that. And he puts the whole thing in his mouth. It was so disgusting.
It was the fact, though, like his girlfriend sent him a text.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
No,
she said, eat the fucking thing.
And I'm actually there like, oh my God.
I hate her. Yeah,
I hate all of them at that table.
But Homelander just is serious.
Oh yeah,
Cannot wait for him to snap. It's gonna happen.
Oh God.
Fucking Ashley. I mean, I feel like Ashley is a good example of someone who, like, because that moment where, like, you know, obviously Starlight's trapped in this, now this relationship with Homelander. It's like these execs have no powers, and yet they hold so much over these people with literal superpowers. Makes them in a way even scarier. Just the fact that they can hold their own.
I mean, I will say that the A-Train story is the only story that doesn't really like thrill me, and I mean it should because it's a black story. Because he decides, basically what people probably don't remember or know is that they told him that he can't run fast anymore or he'll have a heart attack.
He'll die.
Mm-hmm. So because he's not running and he's still eating. He's gaining weight, so that's why Homelander keeps making fun of him.
Not even like that much, only a tiny bit.
No. But then as a superhero.
Yeah.
But then, like, he decides to try and get Malcolm Barrett to rebrand him. Yeah. So he decides that I'm going to become more of the African hero. So he makes the middle passage at the video.
Yeah, he's like,
and the woman goes, "Wait a minute, you want to do a?
Is that a video game about slavery?
Yeah."
But to be fair,
and so now instead of the blue and white, he's wearing green and yellow.
I think it's like the Kenyan flag colours, isn't it?
No, yeah, but that's what I mean. It's African colours, clearly. But
to be fair, like
and his nephews are like that. That is shit.
To be fair, like I like how like his ending bit with his brother was quite nice because I want to see where that goes because that would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fact that you got a superheroes racial profiling now.
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. I guess it is a good story because it's like every story has to be different, and it is.
I'm really happy with the direction that they're taking with the characters. It's really well done. Like I'm more interested in it than the comics.
I like it how when Homelander brings the Deep out on the stage, and Homelander says to him, "Hey, you better behave yourself because this is my girl now." And he's like, "What? What are you doing?" But anyway, so that's The Boys season 3. That's only 3 episodes, and it came out, boom, like a bat out of hell.
June. We're getting the fourth episode on the 10th of June.
Wait, not this Friday?
Not this
the
Friday?
10th of June.
So that is this Friday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
you could have just said this Friday. You have me all.
Yeah, and everything. So Phil, I know you've been sitting there trying to like keep it together. No, listen,
you're gonna want to check it out.
No, wait. I just want to know, Phil, what is, because we're talking some batshit crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts before we go on that? Because like, are you horrified? Are you like? Is this on television? Because we're talking about blood and guts, we're talking about sex, we're talking about race, we're talking about...
As the older moral majority here, I'm thinking, where the fuck can we see this
Amazon Prime.
I was gonna say actually, it's ironic, the whole idea of Voss given it's an Amazon show.
Well, from what I've heard,
big corporations and all that.
It's porn, not porn.
Porn, not porn.
Featuring Herogasm, who is coming.
Yeah,
and a
they are
sausage,
coming.
Apparently,
sausage.
And don't forget the termite. Termite's still alive, bro. Don't forget that termite's still alive.
Oh.
You know,
I'm weirded out completely. Quite frankly, weirded out.
Same as Smiling Friends.
Yes.
I'm just trying to say though. I think it's one of those that you have to watch and just go like that.
You have to watch it. The story itself is really good, but there are some like graphic bits.
Yeah,
they really hold nothing back.
18 plus, I'd take it. Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
I hope so.
Make sure the kids are out of the room.
Well, we'll know when we see Herogasm. So anyway, people, I mean that's this episode of TV Squad, and I mean I know we went long, but it's. I love my older stuff, but then when the new stuff comes out, we just gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it, man. And then we've been waiting for
ages.
These shows.
Counting down the days.
No, exactly, and everything. And we won't do like until we get 4, 5, and 6 and stuff. I think we should wait.
Yeah.
And everything, because so that way definitely we would have definitely done Herogasm then, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like we said, who do you think is gonna fight Homelander, Butcher or Soldier Boy? I think that's
Starlight.
Or people are saying, Starlight might give him a run for her money.
Or Queen Maeve.
Queen Maeve is weak.
No, Queen Maeve stands over here, boys.
No. And you know what? They've been doing her wrong a little bit because they just been keeping her a little bit too much in the background. She doesn't really have much of a story.
Yeah, she hasn't been developed much since the second season.
I mean, she's been a spy for Huey and stuff like that. But
I think she's coming back more. It's just
she will. But you don't think she's been afraid of Homelander and everything. So
I think anyone who knows him is very afraid. I think it was
better to think that Starlight will be like, no, I'm coming after you, Homelander.
She's not. It's a mixture of. I think she's just getting sick of it. She is scared of him, but doesn't shout it. She's just like, I'm sick of this shit.
She is good at hiding it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah. No, definitely. As well as also too is we had to see how the Obi-Wan Kenobi turns out as well, and everything and stuff. You know, we had to see that. Even Faye wants to know and everything. And yes, you do. Yes, you do. So anyway, you know, hopefully, you know, as I've been doing this, and I completely forgot what number was what camera. So like,
it's gonna be hilarious.
You're number 2.
Blake is gonna kill you after this.
I'm number 2. I hope not. I hope I was number 1 because that's where I'm on.
We're 2. They're 1.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
I know this.
Fucked up.
Anyway, somebody should have told me.
Who was supposed to tell you? There's no one at the computer.
You know what? When I say hey, when I ended say flicking channels, I flicked the wrong channels, bro. So you know, I mean, when I was doing the talking, we're looking at Phil going like this.
Just putting your foot up every now and again.
Blake will laughing.
Sorry, Blake.
Phil was probably doing that the whole time.
Picking me nose.
Fucking flipping everyone off.
So anyway, yeah, flick the channels, man, and go check it. Go check it, Faye.
Turn them.
I already turned it off, but go